Hello music fans, it's time for another one of my What's New 2023 videos where I talk about metal, rock, and prog albums that came out over the last week. And today I'm talking about albums that came out on June 30th, and I talk about them in my order of preference, starting with East of the Wall and their album A Neutral Second. This is experimental progressive post-metal. It's the sixth album by this American band. They released a single, Detonator Gauntlet, and that sounded really interesting to me, so I added it to my list. And I recommend this album for fans of The Ocean and Cult of Luna. Imagine if those bands did less screaming though and more clean singing, and that's kind of what this is like. There's also some moments on here with horns, also lots of great guitar parts. So check this out if that sounds interesting to you. Next, I listened to Big Big Train's EP called Ingenious Devices. This is progressive rock, and Ingenious Devices features new versions of a trilogy of revered Big Big Train epic tracks, East Coast Racer, Brooklyn's, and Voyager. And these tracks feature a 17-piece string section, and this was recorded at Abbey Road Studios in London. And apart from the late David Longdon's lead vocals, which have been compiled from the original album sessions, East Coast Racer is a completely new studio version recorded by the lineup of the band as it was in 2019. Brooklyn's features newly recorded drums, bass, and bass pedals, while Voyager includes additional guitar and violin. All three songs have been remixed for the release, and Ingenious Devices includes previously unreleased orchestral piece called The Book of Ingenious Devices, which links East Coast Racer and Brooklyn's, as well as a live version of Atlantic Cable, which was recorded on the band's tour in September 2022. All the songs on this EP are really awesome to hear. If this was like original material for this EP, it would probably be like up there as one of the better EPs or best EPs of the year. Since this is mostly rehashing old songs, it's kind of hard to like rank it up higher, but it is a really enjoyable listen, so I highly recommend it. And lastly, I listened to an album by a band called XO Armor. And the album is called Nublar, N-U-B-L-A-R, and this is metalcore. It's kind of progressive and melodic, has a little bit of djenty vibes, but also has a lot of like pop, electronic, and hip-hop influences. It's the second album by this German band. Some of the lyrics here are in German. I believe some are in English. It really sounds kind of like trap metal, but a lot of catchy, poppy, melodic metalcore hooks from time to time, and then brutal, djenty breakdowns also. Lots of hip-hop influences on this album. I usually don't like that, but it is well done here. This won't be making any of my year-end lists, but it's still worth a listen if you like metalcore and are cool with the idea of it blending with hip-hop. And that's it for new albums that I listened to that came out on June 30th. Hope at least one of these three sounds interesting to you. Let me know if there's any other good metal, rock, and prog albums that came out that day or recently that I haven't mentioned, or let me know what you think of these. And until next time, peace out.